Hello everyone. I am Dr. Vaipadmaja, lecturer in chemistry. Our subject is engineering chemistry and environmental studies. In that, we have to discuss the environmental studies. Today, we have started the second sem portion, but the environmental studies is the last lesson, last lesson. But I started it is first because we complete the first sem. With the environmental studies, so to continue the environmental study I started it first. Okay, in that topic I already gave to the introduction of the second sem, that is today we have to start at the second sem portion, that is the pollutions types. One is air pollution, another one is the water pollution. So in that pollution types we have to discuss about the topics or causes of the pollutions, effects of the pollutions, and how you can prevent the pollutions from the environment. These are the general topics we have to study, but today we have to discuss about the air pollution and causes of air pollution, and then we have to discuss about the classification of the air pollutants. So on the completion of this topic, the student would be able to understand the definition of air pollution and causes of air pollution and different types of air pollutants. They are and they are in the they are gases, pollutants, and aerosols. These are the discussion topics today. Shall we go for the recall of the last topic? In this period, we discuss about the definition of air pollution, causes of air pollution, so and man-made sources of air pollutions, population. In man-made sources of air pollution, the reasons are populations, industrialization, automobiles, deforestation, agriculture activities, natural sources like volcanic eruptions, storms, etc. These are discussed about the in these classes. Shall we go for the last class topics what we studied in the environmental studies? Okay, what are the pollutants? Okay, pollutant is the substance which is released and how the hazard effect to the environment or living organisms is known as the pollutant. Okay, next question is what are the primary and secondary pollutant? Anyone give the answer? Shall I explain to you? Pollutant means all of you know that the hazardous substance or the substance which is released from the source and causes the hazard effect to the environment and causes the pollution to the environment is known as the pollutant. So in the pollutant, by the formation, two types of pollutants are there. They are primary and secondary pollutants. Primary pollutant is the substance which is released into the environment from the source itself. For example, whenever you can conserve the fuel or run the in any automobile or industry, from the source itself, from the industry or from the automobile, the carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide or sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides are released into the environment. So these are the pollutants. So the pollutant which is liberated or delivered from the source itself to the environment is known as the primary pollutant. And then secondary pollutant means the pollutant which is formed by the derivation of primary pollutants reactions in the environment is known as the secondary pollutant. For example, sulfur trioxide. This is not delivered from the source itself. Only from the source the sulfur dioxide is released into the air, and this sulfur dioxide is react with the oxygen which is present in the air and form as the sulfur trioxide, or the sulfur dioxide is reacted with the moisture of the air and form as sulfuric acid. It is also known as the secondary pollutant. So sulfur trioxide and sulfuric acid does not delivered or does not liberated from the source itself. By the when they are liberated the primary pollutants, they are interact with the other substances present in the air or environment, they are formed. So these are the secondary pollutants. So secondary pollutant means the pollutant which is derived from the primary pollutant reactions is known as the secondary pollutant. Then you have to understand easily what is primary and what is secondary pollutant. Okay, and another example I gave in the last class is peroxyacetyl nitrile. So hydrocarbons and nitrogen oxides are released from the metallurgical operations when they are enter into the environment, and in the presence of sunlight they are formed as the peroxyacetyl nitrile compound. So peroxyacetyl nitrile compound is derived from the hydrocarbons, nitrogen oxides and sunlight. In the presence of sunlight convert as the peroxyacetyl nitrile. So it is the secondary pollutant. Okay, then you have to understand easily what is secondary and what is primary pollutant. Then we go for the what are the biodegradable and non biodegradable pollutants. Anyone give the answer? Okay, I will give the answer to you. Degradable means all of you know decomposition or degradation. So biodegradable means the living organisms or which is undergoes the disintegration by the bacteria and virus or fungi, it is known as the biodegradable pollutant. So the pollutant which is undergoes the degradation by the microorganisms is known as the biodegradable pollutants, whereas non-biodegradable pollutant means the pollutants which are does not undergoes the disintegration or slowly undergoes the disintegration is known as the non-biodegradable pollutants. So biodegradable pollutants are the living organisms dead parts or is known as the biodegradable vegetable matter, animal matter, they are undergoes the disintegration by the bacteria is known as the biodegradable pollutants. And non-biodegradable pollutants are plastics and polymers and rubbers, metals, heavy metals, pesticides, fertilizers. These are does not or slowly undergoes the disintegration. So these are known as the non-biodegradable pollutants. And the classification is according to the ecological point of view. So by the formation you know that primary and secondary pollutants are there, and by the ecological point of view according to the degradation they are the two types of pollutants, they are biodegradable or non biodegradable pollutants. Okay, it is the another classification of the pollutants. And then what is examples of the air pollutants? Give some examples of air pollutants. That means pollutant which is present in the gaseous state. Okay, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, dust, these are known as the gaseous pollutants. Okay, then we go for the another questions. How does the air look like in the industrial area? Okay, it is not clear, bad smell and causes irritation. So when we cannot exist in a long time at the industrial area or whenever the smoke is released from the automobile, because it releases the harmful gases too and they can cause the nose irritation or eye irritation. So this is present in the industrial area also. And why does the industrial area is not clear how not clear and how bad smell? Why in the industrial area the gas the environment is how the bad smell and not clear? Why? Because from the industries they can release a large amount of the pollutants from the chimneys, they release into the environment. So by the addition of dust, smoke and chemical gases and fumes from the chimneys, they are present in the environment at the industrial area. So they causes the bad smell and not clear the environment and causes the irritation to us. It is the environmental situation at the industrial area. So it is not suitable for human beings which are exist in that place. So then we go for the can you tell some of the air pollutants? All of you discuss that. They are smoke, dust, carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, chlorine, methane. These are the some gases pollutant examples. Okay, all of you note these examples, gases pollutants. Okay, shall we go for the industrial area? So already we discussed that how the industrial area is look like. So in this picture you can easily understand it is not clear and smoke is released from the industries. So bad smell and causes irritation, we can feel it, we cannot show in the picture, isn't it now? So this is the picture of the industrial area. You can show, you can see in the in some pictures in the Google also. Whenever you search in the Google also, you can it can give the so many images present in the industrial area, how it is look like. And area wise also, when you search for Hyderabad, how it is look like industrial area, you can search it like this also. You can see the pictures of different pictures in the Google. Okay, and then we can go for the definition of air pollution. What is air pollution? So air pollution means the excessive discharge or unwanted substances into the air, and it affects the natural quality of the air and cause the damage to human beings and animals and plants property is known as the air pollution. So for example, all of you know that air constituents have the 70 to 72 percentage of nitrogen, around 20 percentage of oxygen, and carbon dioxide is only 0.034 percentage. But whenever the industrial area, whenever you choose, the carbon dioxide percentage is large amount in that. So the excessive discharge of unwanted substances into the air, and it affects, whenever the carbon dioxide present in the air, it is harmful to the human beings. So it affects the quality of the air, because whenever the carbon dioxide is present only 0.034, but in the industrial area it is increased around 20 percentage. So it is the changes the quality of the air, and by the presence of this much amount of the carbon dioxide, it causes irritation to the human beings, throat effects and breathing effects. So these are the damaging of the human beings and animals and plants, so our property also. So this is about the pollution. So air pollution means the excessive discharge of unwanted substances causes the natural causes or changes the natural property of the environment or air, and this change maybe causes the harmful effects to the human beings or environment or animals and plants is known as the air pollution. So this slide you have to note this is very important definition, you have to note this definition. Excessive means large amount, discharge means liberated. I think all of you note this slide, isn't it? No, 3 points. You can write the definition in 3 points, so you easily understand that. So then we go for the causes of air pollution. Okay, air pollution is mainly caused by the reasons are two. One is man-made sources and second one is natural sources. So by these two reasons the air may be polluted. One is man-made sources and natural sources, but in this 95 percentage of pollution is caused by the man-made sources only 5 to 3 to 5 percentage of pollution is caused by natural sources. Okay, that means natural factors. So we can discuss these causes in detail. First of all, you note these reasons. Air pollution is mainly caused by man-made sources and natural sources. So then we can discuss about the man-made sources of air pollution. What are the reasons? You can see man-made sources are the number one, high population density, rapid industrialization, emission from automobiles, deforestation. And next page you have to continue. These four you have to write first. Another reasons are there in the man-made sources, but you have to write these four first. High population density, rapid industrialization, emission from automobiles, deforestation. Okay, then we go for the next reasons. Burning of fossil fuels, agricultural activities, radioactive substances, wars and accidents. So these are the main reasons of the man-made sources. All these are not a natural sources. You have to remember that. Okay. Then we discuss one by one. Okay. First you have to go for the high population density. High population density, how it is causes the air pollution. So as the population increases, industries has to be increased. For the development of population, we can increase the number of industries, and automobiles has to be increases. Our requirements of the automobiles is increased by whenever population increases, automobiles number is also increases, and the increasing in population creates several serious problems, including the worsening of the condition of the environment. Okay, by the population increases too much, it is worsening the natural quality of the environment. And increase the population leads to global warming, and greenhouse gases may turn the causes rise in the sea level. So by increasing population, we are releasing the carbon dioxide more into the environment. By this, the global warming is going on. By the global warming, the sea level is increases. So these are the harmful effects by the population density where it is present. Okay, so you have to note these points first. Because we can, if number of industries increases, automobile increases, of the what are the pollution causes is we can discuss in the later. First you have to note these points. Okay, then so air pollution is increases. Then we go for the people. The picture you have to see that how the tightening of the people, they are crowded up, people are present in there. If we crowded one there in bus or train, how we are suffocated. So this is about the population increasing causes the air pollution. So effect of population growth in a trains. Experienced by us in the buses and trains. Rapid industrialization, that is the second reason of the air pollution. So industries like chemical, metallurgical, petroleum, refineries, mining, paper, pulp mills, cotton mills, synthetic rubber industries, so many industries are there. I give only few examples to you. These are responsible about 25% of air pollution. So about 20 to 25% of air pollution is caused by only the industrial development, because these are industries are released harmful air pollutants into the environment. So the most common pollutants of these industries are releases the smoke, dust, carbon, metals, other solid and liquid particles, radioactive substances, etc. into the air. So these, and smoke contains the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and hydrogen sulfide and carbon particles, etc. So by the liberation of these chemicals or substances into the environment causes the air pollution. So any industry, the percentage of these compounds are different from industry to industry, but the most of the common products are these are released into the environment. So whenever these release into the environment, they cause the harmful effect to the environment. Okay, and also they can smoke, dust, extra causes the irritation. Whenever smoke and dust is released into the air, we can have the irritation in the eyes and nose. And the continuation page is, in the factories and mines around the world, where hundreds of thousands of workers are daily exposed to the large variety of toxic poisons, because so many workers are works in the industries and mines, so they are directly affected by the pollutants which are released from the industries, and they are faces the direct effect. So whenever these exposed to the large variety of toxic poisonous substances, that leads to deadly diseases such as silicosis disorders, paralysis, skin allergies is caused in the people who they are working in the industries and mines. So for example, in textile industry, the workers constantly inhale the cotton dust. So the cotton dust called the lung infections. When the floor mills, the workers is inhaled by the floor dust. So these are also called the nose and mouth disorders in the human being. So these are examples I gave to you. Any toxic elements which is present in the industrial, they can affect the workers which is worked in the industrial area. We have to see the last few months the Vizag, the polystyrene industry, it may have the accidents is going on, how the people are affected, animals are affected, trees are affected, plants are affected, total villages how they are affected, we see in the seas, in the television. So these are the harmful effect to the industrials. They release the harmful gases to the environment constantly. It may cause the harmful effect to the all living organisms and environment. Okay, these are the hazard effects to the environment diseases by the industrial pollutants. All of you note these points also. Okay, then we go for the next. Smoke from industry, you can see the picture how it is look like. So many industries releases this type of smoke into the environment. How bad to the environment it is, no? You can see so many pictures in the Google, but I collected only some. Emission from automobiles, this is the third reason of the air pollution. So automobiles contribute the 70% of total air pollution. So these are the main reasons of air pollution. One is industrialization and second one is automobiles. Okay, automobiles is the 75 percentage. Internal combustion engines are used for the running motors. They are cars, buses, planes, trucks, scooters, auto rickshaws, etc. The fuel used for the running of these vehicles are kerosene, diesel, petrol, or gasoline. Okay, by running of these fuels, pollutants releases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon, lead, hydrocarbons, etc. So these are causes the air pollutions. And hydrocarbons produce number of petrochemical oxidants and petrochemical smog due to the photochemical reaction of oxygen and nitrogen oxides, which is very toxic in nature. We said that in the secondary pollutant, that is PAN, peroxyacetyl nitrile, is formed by the hydrocarbons. It is a very harmful toxic effect, which is whenever it is enter into the human beings or a plant is absorbs, the plant and human being even dead. So these are the harmful effect to the air pollutants released from the automobile. So automobile is running engines, they are moved from one place to another place, so it causes a major role in the environmental pollution. I think all of you know these reasons. First of all, first slide you have to write emission from automobiles, then we can move the second slide. This is the first slide from the automobiles, third reason. Okay, I will think that all of you completed, then you have to write this. Okay, I think all of you completed this one. When shall go the smoke from vehicles. This is also same reasons. The pictures, how the smoke is released from the vehicles. You see that when this type of smoke is, you can observe whenever you can go for in the roads. Some vehicles are releasing a large amount of the smoke due to the combustion engine is worst conditions. So you have to maintain the automobile which releases the smaller amount of the gases into the air. Okay, next reason is deforestation. All of you know that deforestation, what is the bad effect? So plants are absorb the carbon dioxide and releases the oxygen. So whenever the deforestation going on, carbon dioxide is increases. Plants consume the carbon dioxide and releases the oxygen by the in the photosynthesis. So by the cutting of trees or deforestation causes the carbon dioxide into the air. The level of carbon dioxide or percentage of carbon dioxide is increases in the air, so causes the air pollution. Okay, whenever carbon dioxide is increases, the temperature of environment is slowly increases, and by the increasing of temperatures causes the hazard effect to the environment. Unwanted rains, unwanted floods are causing in the environment. They are not suitable for the environmental existence. So shall we see the picture how the deforestation is going on? Okay, this is the pictures how they are cutting the large trees in the forest. Okay, then we go for the burning of fossil fuels. All of you know that fossil fuels are consumable fuels. Okay, fossil fuels includes coal, coke, petrol, etc. So burning of fossil fuels also releases the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, carbon, methane, hydrocarbons, etc. So all these are harmful substances which are present in the environment. So the whenever these gases are released into the environment from any other source is causes the air pollution, because carbon dioxide, methane are the temperature increases gases, greenhouse gases, and sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide is the poisonous gas, and sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides are dissolved in the moisture and form as the acidic acids like nitric acid and sulfuric acid. They can increase the acidic nature of the environment. So acidic nature is harmful to effect to the environment, and these are also you have to note down. Next, burning of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels means petroleum products only. So how the fossil fuels are entering into the environment? So this type of smoke is released from the fossil fuels. They can cause the harmful effect to the environment. Large amounts of smoke is released into the fossil fuel. Next, agricultural activities. So today we can increase the agriculture products. We can use the biocides, includes pesticides, insecticides, mm, uh, herbicides, etc. So these are, when these are present in the air, when these are used in the agriculture, they can increase the production of the crops. So some amount of them sprayed into the air causes the air pollution. It may said that man his eagerness to increase the food production with the modern agriculture activities contributing the air pollution. All of you note this slide also. So I think all of you completed this slide. Shall we go for the other reason? Spraying of pesticides. You see in the pictures how they spraying in the agriculture crops. So some amount of these pesticides are entering into the air and they causes a harmful effect to the environment. Then we go for the next, radioactive substances. So radioactive substances are released from the nuclear reactors used in the nuclear plants and hospitals, etc. So releases the alpha, beta, gamma rays into the air, and these are harmful effect to the human beings. And nuclear explosions pollute to the atmosphere. And the nuclear effluents are more hazardous to environment or living organisms. So they are causes the genetical disorders, cancer in the human beings. So these are very harmful effect to the environment or especially in the human beings. All of you note this slide also. Okay. Then we go for the wars and accidents. Explosives are used in the modern wars. Releases the chemical gases and radioactive rays. Poisonous chemical gases are released from the industries due to the accidents and human errors also. So example, methyl isocyanide is released by accidentally into the air due to the accident is conducted in the industries. And all of you see that in the Vizag, the polystyrene industry, how it is causes the by accidentally it is released the so much of bad effect to the villages of the Vizag. So these are the effects of air pollutants. Okay. Then we go for the carbide factory. So this is the carbide factory is releases the methyl isocyanide. So in the at the spot 36,000 above 36,000 are dead, and evenly about 50 years ago this is it is caused about 30 years, but on that day also the genetical disorders is caused in the human beings in even till the generations are affected by the pollutant. So next we go for the natural sources, that is the second reason of the air pollutants. So natural sources that cause the air pollution includes only 3 to 5 percentage. They are volcanic eruptions. So by the volcanic eruptions they releases the sulfur dioxide, hydrogen oxide, carbon monoxide, etc. So these are the harmful gases which are released from the volcanic eruptions. And forest fires. By the forest fires, smoke and carbon ash and carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides are released. And dust and sandstorms, pollen grains of flowers, bacteria and virus. So these are the natural sources which is causes the air pollution, but very minute effect of the air pollution causes are these. All of you note this slide also. Note this slide also. Then we go for the pictures. Okay, one by one you can see volcanic eruption. So this is the volcanic eruptions. Mainly sulfur oxides and hydrogen sulfide is released from the volcanic eruptions. Forest fire. So by the forest fires, plants are undergoes the fire. So it releases the carbon compounds mainly. Smoke, ash, carbon compounds are released. Dust and sandstorm. So by this, large amount of dust particles and particles are entered into the air. Pollen grains of flowers. They can cause the allergies in some human beings. bacteria, which is the some so many number of bacteria is harmful into the air, when they can cause so many diseases in our human beings. So these are the natural diseases. So can you differentiate the above pollutants are on the physical state? So in that, smoke, dust are in solid state and other pollutants are present in the gaseous states. There are carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide. These are the gaseous state. But ash, smoke, dust, sand, these are the solid state. So on this basis, we can classify the air pollutants into two types. Okay, they are gaseous pollutants and aerosols. Aerosols means the dispersive particles of solids and liquids are known as the commonly known as the aerosols. So gaseous pollutants and aerosols. So all of you note this slide also. On the basis of state, air pollutants are classified on the basis of state. Okay, then we go for the next. Gaseous pollutants. So in that picture I gave the pollutant which is causes the which is coming from the source, carbon dioxide. It is a gaseous pollutant. How it is comes into the air means combustion of fossil fuels, respiration of living beings. And carbon monoxide, it is also released from the fuels, but whenever it is undergoes the partial combustion, the combustion is not undergoes completely. So in that place the carbon monoxide is released into the environment due to the automobiles or industries and cigarette smoke. Then sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, so it is also released from the combustion of fuels like coal and diesel. And hydrogen sulfide by the decaying of organic matter or sewage waste. From this the hydrogen sulfide is released. So these are the pollutants and sources. All of you note this slide also. Then we go for the other pollutants and sources. All of you see that sources, most of the fuels consumption only give the these gases are released. So the fuel consumption is very harmful to the very main reason of the air pollutants or air pollution. Then we go for the other nitrogen oxides, combustion of organic matter and fuels, it is released. Hydrocarbons, anaerobic decomposition of organic matter. So in the absence of oxygen, whenever organic matter is undergoes the oxidation, hydrocarbons are released. And automobile exhaust is also give the hydrocarbons. And oil refineries. Ozone, it is photochemical reaction of atmosphere, it forms. But whenever it is present in the stratosphere, it is protective to us. But whenever it is present in the troposphere, it is harmful to us because it is a poisonous gas. And hydrogen fluoride, it is releases from the phosphate and aluminum industries and metallurgical processes. It is also very harmful to us. Freons, by using of ACs and refrigerators, these freon gases are released. All of you note this slide also. Okay, then we go for the next, nitrogen oxides. Okay, I will say next, this is the completion of the topic. We go for the summary. We have discussed about the definition and causes of air pollution. In the causes of air pollution, the main reasons is man-made sources of air pollution. They are population, industrialization, automobiles, deforestation, agriculture activities, and natural sources like volcanic eruption storms are discussed in this class. And types of air pollutants, gases, pollutants, and aerosols. Aerosols are dispersive, solid, and liquid particles which is in the form of ash, sand, silica, smoke, fog, mist. These are the aerosols. So these are the topics we discussed in this class. I think all of you understanding this class, and it is very interesting and easy lesson to you, because environmental study is whatever we observe in the our surroundings, they are present in the chapter. So most of the points you can know, but systematically we studied in this class only. Okay, then we go for the quiz. Which of the following is not cause the air pollution? Industries, automobiles, forestation, burning of fossil fuels. In this, which one is not causing the air pollution? Industries, it is the cause of air pollution. Automobiles, it is also cause of the air pollution. Forestation means plant number of plants increases. Burning of fossil fuels, it is also not it is also causes the air pollution. So C is the correct answer. So C is the correct answer. Forestation is the main reason do not cause the air pollution. Okay. Then we go for the next question. Deforestation increases the percentage of carbon dioxide, oxygen, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides. So number of plants decreases, carbon dioxide is increases. So this is the answer. Okay. Next question. Burning of fossil fuels do not cause air pollution. This is the statement is given to you. It is correct or not, you can state that, or don't know what is the answer. Burning of fossil fuel do not cause air pollution. The statement is true, false, or don't know. Give the answer. Okay, that is false, because fossil fuels causes the air pollution, all of you know that. So the statement is false. Okay, next we go for the fourth question. Which of the following is secondary pollutant? All of you know that. BHC, DTT are the pesticides. Carbon dioxide is the air pollutant gas. PAN, peroxyethyl nitrile. So in this, which is the secondary pollutant? The answer is PAN, because peroxyethyl nitrile is formed by the hydrocarbons and nitrogen oxides in the sunlight. Remaining are directly emission from the source itself. So PAN is the answer. And next question. Which of the following is non-biodegradable pollutant? All of you know that what is non-biodegradable? Agriculture waste, sewage, plastic, cow dung. Agriculture waste is the plant material. Sewage is also the waste material which is present in the water. It is also oxidable substance. Cow dung, you can know that. So plastic is the answer. You see, it is very slowly undergoes the disintegration. So C is the correct answer. Next question, sixth question. Which of the following is an aerosol? All of you know that aerosol. What is aerosol? So the carbon dioxide is a gas pollutant. Freon is a gases. Methane is also gas. So above three are the gases. Only dust is the aerosol. It is the solid and liquid particles. So dust is the answer. And we go for the next question. Which of the following cause air pollution? Causes the air pollution? Industrial effluent, domestic sewage, CFCs, all of the above. It is very easy question. Because industrial effluent causes the air pollution. Domestic sewage is also causes the air pollution. Chlorofluorocarbons, which is released from the air conditions and fridges, they are also causes the air pollution. So all of the above is answer. So all are causes the air pollution. But it is not given CFC. But the answer is the okay. CFC is the correct answer because industrial effluent domestic sewage is present in the water only. So C chlorofluorocarbons are present in the air. So CFC is the correct answer. So next we can discuss about the frequently asked questions from this topic. They are define the term air pollution. Second question is explain any 4 causes of air pollution. Generally asked like this only. They cannot ask the all causes of the air pollution, but you have to write the major causes. They are industrialization and fossil fuel consumptions are automobiles. So these 2 reasons you have to write first. Define aerosol and give examples. Classify the air pollutants, give the examples of each type. So these are the questions asked in this topic. Okay, I think all of you understanding this topic. Shall I conclude this topic to you? Thank you.